And our last story this hour. In Britain, hundreds of soldiers are suffering from mental illnesses after being given anti-malarial drugs. According to a report by the British newspaper The Independent, the Ministry of Defence has knowingly risked the mental health of its own soldiers. Nearly 1,000 British servicemen and women have required psychiatric treatment after taking a discredited drug called Lariam, also known as Mefloquine. Psychosis, suicidal thoughts, depression and hallucinations are associated with the medicine. But the ministry has rejected all appeals to stop giving the drug to troops posted overseas. This is amid a mounting fury of relatives, politicians and retired military figures. They fear the drug could be responsible for an epidemic of psychiatric illnesses in Britain's armed forces. Well, to discuss this further, let's talk to Press TV's Mohammed Walji, our correspondent in London. Mohammed, tell us more about the reaction of these soldiers and their families to knowing about the side effects of these drugs. I mean, weren't they warned ahead of the prescription?
Well, this is something the Ministry of Defence has been warned about this for quite a while now. The US military have actually, they're in the process of banning the use of the drug Lariam because of the side effects. But the Ministry of Defence has ignored appeals to stop prescribing it. And as you mentioned, the side effects of this particular drug are hallucinations, depression, suicidal thoughts, and even suicide. We even have a retired Major, Alistair Duncan. He's currently in a psychiatric unit following a post-traumatic stress disorder episode about 4 months ago. And this happened after he was given the drug Lariam before being sent to West Africa to deployment in Sierra Leone. Now, his wife, her name is Ellen Duncan, she was complaining and saying that if 1,000 troops have reported effects, then there's definitely more that haven't reported it. So this is a larger scale epidemic than they really realize. And she said the long-term effects of this particular drug, they're not known as of yet, and we're only going to find out in the coming years how drastic and how big a problem this particular drug is causing.
And of course, another question that comes to mind is that what legal action can the victims of these drugs take, if at all?
Well, there's definitely some legal action that can be taken because the long-term side effects of this particular drug will affect them for the rest of their life, and they're not being given the right care following military operations. And I think they will be able to go to the Supreme Court to say that this is what's happened to us. We've been failed by our military and something needs to be done, because this is something that the Ministry of Defence have been warned about for some time, and they've continued to give this drug to so many people. 1,000 people so far have come forward with problems. So there's definitely some legal action that will be taking place in the future, I think.
All right, Press TV's Mohammed Walji reporting from London. Thanks, Mohammed.